Well, frequently nobody asks us what do we as slower travelers do when we get to a place. So we're going to tell you, we got here last night. Most of you had dinner, went to sleep. So now it's actually our first day in Tirana. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be scoping out the neighborhood, finding out where we are. It's daylight, of course, now, so we can get a better handle on where things are, and we'll check out what the capital of Albania actually looks like. Exactly. So far, everybody has been so friendly, so nice. People I just, run into. Yeah.
And there's a cheese shop right across the street.
Isn't that the best? Okay. All right. So we're going to head on out now and let's see what we can find.
Let's go.
Okay. Well, I just had to show you our room here in Tirana, Albania. The room is it's a hotel room, so it's not a big deal. But the most important thing that I thought was really interesting was the safe. Okay, so I'm checking this out. Well, if you had valuables, we don't have anything valuable, but if you had valuables, you would feel really comfortable with this in-room safe that's here in the closet. Isn't that great? Opens and locks and everything. Except, if you really, if you were a thief, here you go. Well, can I, just a second here. Okay, here I am. I'm taking the safe away. No big deal. It's I feel very secure now that now I'm going to put the safe back, because who knows when some other guest here might want to really use that. Okay, see you later. We're going out touring. Well, good morning. It's afternoon, early afternoon on Sunday. It's a beautiful day here, and we are on our way for a little walk right into the heart of Tirana. And Tanya, have you done a little bit of research? Any idea on what are the things we're going to see and places we're going to go?
Well, we'll see the Opera House.
Oh, really?
The main square.
Wow.
Where the museums are. And when you're really tired and you just want to hide under a mushroom, you could do it right here.
Wow, I see that. Wow, there are a lot of mushrooms there. Yeah, most definitely. Okay.
And then we're going to find the market.
Find the market. Okay. We're off. Here we go. Well, right here we are at Taiwan Square, which we still don't understand why it's called that, but it has a sort of Bellagio-style fountain, which apparently at some times spouts and has colors and so forth. So here it is. There's some restaurants over there in Taiwan Square. So we just have to hope that the Chinese don't want to peaceably reunite it with the mainland homeland. So we'll assume that they don't know about this. We'll kind of keep it on the down low.
Okay.
Any Chinese viewers, please just ignore this part. Well, I tell you, Tirana has it all. Right across from one of the most beautiful and impressive mosques we've ever seen. Get a little bit of it behind us there, but we are standing on President George W. Bush Boulevard. It's just, it's amazing. There obviously is a story behind this. I just don't know what it is. So we were looking for the statue of George W. Bush, and Sure enough, I believe this is it. It's rather abstract, but kind of shows George in all his glory. I think the actual statue is somewhere else, but I think until we find it, this will fit the bill. So here in Tirana, Albania, we are outside an installation called Bunk'Art 2. Now, Albania for years and years during the communist era was communist, but they were not actually part of the Soviet Union, and they weren't part of Yugoslavia either. They were their own special brand of communism, and they were under the rule of Enver Hoxha. And Hoxha was just an incredibly interesting, or some people might say deranged fellow, and he had built throughout the country, like everywhere, bunkers. There were two-man bunkers. There are different styles of bunkers, but they were all over the country because he was anticipating the potential invasion by maybe the Chinese, maybe the Russians, maybe the Yugoslavs, maybe the Americans, but he wanted to make sure that he was prepared. So there are these, now in 2021, there are thousands of decrepit bunkers that are still left, and a number of them were here in the capital that were to be used for the party apparatchik, the upper levels of the Communist Party, to hide out in case there was a big attack. And now some of them are turned into museums, and here's this one called Bunk'Art 2, and it's a museum. And so Tanya and I are going to go in there to see. Here outside Bunk'Art is this it's a sort of a miniature little tower with barbed wire. Not sure what that's going to protect from, but here we go, Tanya. Let's go. So we've emerged from the underground bunker, and as Tanya mentioned before, that bunker was used as a place to go in case of a nuclear attack. But what they've done is they've turned it into a museum that outlines the various tortures and organizations of the Albanian secret police and so forth. Apparently, Albania really had a head start on the Nazis and the communists, because they had this underground secret snitching apparatus in effect from even before 1919. So they were ahead of the time for that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, now we're going to head off and see some things that are a little more uplifting, and we see this sculpture over here, which is known as the Cloud.
The Cloud.
We have no idea what that all means, but it's noted in all the information about being here is to be sure and see the cloud. So we're going over there to see what Harry Lips would say. Go see the cloud.
Okay, let's
go. If he were around. So this is the Cloud, and there's a little sign here that says the Cloud Pavilion, designed by Su Fujimoto, is offered to the public of Tirana by courtesy of Lunia Foundation for the promotion of art in Albania. I mean, to me, it looks like either a very large antenna or some scaffolding, but it's art. Art is a very big tent that a lot of descriptions can fall under. Now, we're here, the thing is located outside the public library, which being Monday, the library is closed. But there's something I noticed here. Bear with me. The entrance to the library has a number of imposing statues and figures in front of it, and I just don't understand. With this guy looks like a very mean librarian. Be sure and get your books in on time, or the fines will triple. I'm not sure what this guy. And this guy looks like a scholar. Actually, he has a book in his hand, so that's a good sign. This is a female soldier, it looks like. Again, get the books in or you'll face the bayonet. And a very tough-looking, mustachioed guy over here. I don't know, but this is what you have to go through this little maze in order to enter the library with "Let knowledge serve the city." Well, we went into the library and we just had it explained to us, this is not the public library. This is the library of the art gallery, which it's attached to, which explains why these imposing figures are in front of it. They're not guarding a regular library and books. The particular library behind us deals only with art subjects. And we could see on the binders, the books, on the jackets, it all said things about art. So, art, and hence the cloud over here. Okay, now we know that. Let's head on over here. It looks like we have a British walkway or street with lots of Union Jacks. Let's find out what the heck's going on there. Maybe we can get some fish and chips.
Oh.
Tanya's excited. Let's try it. Well, Tanya, it looks like we're in Piccadilly Circus or something like it. It's a circus anyway. Yeah, lots of Union Jacks. I don't know what the exact reasoning is. Must be celebrating British Albanian Friendship Day. Week, month, maybe. I make things up, I don't know. Well, one of the things here in this sort of British street are all of these ads for the new James Bond film, No Time to Die. So, and there's a theater here, so Tanya and I are going to check that out, and maybe we can see Daniel Craig in his final James Bond performance. I'm starting to get it, this whole thing with all the British flags, it's all to promote the James Bond movie. It's just unbelievable. Here is a Land Rover, a huge double-sized Land Rover with a No Time to Die logo on it. This is really cool, really cool. The rope here for the rope line. I mean, I almost expect Daniel Craig to be coming down and signing autographs or something like that.
Something like that.
Well, we're here at a chicken joint, Mr. Chicken. It has all sorts of varieties of essentially the same thing. And Tanya, what did you order?
The chicken roll.
Chicken rolls, and I am having a chicken doner, so we'll check and see how similar they are. I think it's all the same ingredients, just in sort of a slightly different form.
I think that's it.
But we're ready for it.
I can't wait.
Oh, exciting. Join us. Well, Tanya ended up with her, whatever it was called, her
Chicken wrap.
Chicken roll. Looks pretty good. What's your opinion?
It's enjoyable.
Okay, fine. And for,
It has feta cheese in it, which is really good.
yeah, and for like $2.50, not so bad. And mine's just a kind of a doner sandwich for about $1.80. So, hey, dinner of champions.